Hello and welcome back to LEGO Oscillator Ideas. Today I'm going to be looking somewhat deeply into the construction of my new and bigger Millennium Falcon MOC that I'm going to be working on. I'm going to be going into some depth on the build on most of the things I've built. Some of the other things I'm not going to be taking a look at because the ones that I have in front of the camera right now are the builds that I'm like 90% sure I'm gonna keep. The nose area looks, I think, my favorite. And then this cockpit piece, the design of it I really like, but of course I need to switch out a lot of the colors. Like the whites and the blacks and the greens. But yeah, the nose looks really nice. I think even the color scheme is what the end product is going to look like. I might change a few things if I get more reference material to change things, but you know, it looks pretty straightforward. You can get a glimpse of some of the details. I'll go into depth a little later on in the video on how to build it. For the radar dish, I have some detail on the front. I have some of the side detail. Of course, some of the colors need to change. But yeah, you have some hinges so you can adjust and go up and down right there. You also have it on a ball joint so you can really like go crazy with the orientation of the antenna or the radar dish. So yeah, that was a fun one. But the cockpit's always the hardest, so I'm gonna go with the cockpit first. This one was fun. I always go through a lot of changes for the Millennium Falcon cockpits because there's not very many pieces that could pull off the shapes needed. But when you find them, it's like, ooh, it worked. You know, it's sort of rewarding. Right here we have this on a hinge joint. I'm gonna pop this off camera. So this is the main cockpit piece. And this was really fun to put together and really like a challenge. So we have studs on the side, studs on the top, studs on the back, construction. It's like it's a lot of building techniques going on here, especially with this front part. So I have all of these hinges with the 2x2 sort of things. It's only held together sort of by one key area that gives it the angle needed, and that was the funnest part to figure out because I needed to limit the amount of space to maximize the amount of space available for the characters to sit. So you build it from the top up, and then you have these hinges that are the 1x1 modified tile pieces, I believe, because it's just a clip on the top. These pieces. And then they hold up the 3-point bar joint piece. And then you sort of angle that out. And you can angle it to where it needs to be. And then I have this 4x4 sort of octagonal stop sign shape thing going on with one of these type of hinges. And you place it on top, and then it gives you enough clearance to set the bar piece further in, so that once it goes in, sort of all just comes together. And that was that took a really long time to figure that out. It went through a few different changes, and I think I'm the most proud of this build because it definitely minimized the amount of space, and it's sort of it's pretty strong. It's not like super weak, but it is only held on by one hinge, so it's as strong as one hinge. So yeah, the cockpit is really fun to put together. It's a really big challenge always whenever I try to make a Millennium Falcon cockpit. And a lot of the construction is this 2x2x2, a brick with studs on the side. And then this construction is pretty much the same. And I found out this new piece, actually a lot of these pieces are from the Captain Phasma. So I bought a couple of those just to sort of try to finish off the cockpit, and I still need more. I'm probably gonna buy another Phasma set. It's the brick heads. And with the spacers of the two studs, it allows for the clearance needed to plop it into place. So yeah, I like a lot of these building techniques, and figuring it all out just is really rewarding. And you have your hinge right there that connects to the other piece. So yeah, this was a fun one because the brackets are. Not all the brackets are orientated the same way, so you have brackets facing down so you can put the pieces on, but then these other ones are facing the opposite way so that I can build further on the top, knowing that eventually I was going to have to go and build on that direction, and figuring it all out, it's really fun. And there still needs to be construction for the cockpit to be complete. For what I call the nose flap, overall, I think it's pretty much done. I have a lot of detail on the top. Probably going to add some more on the front. But then to understand the building structure and the techniques that I'm using is one of the hinges that hold up a clip with the bar with another clip and bar. That slides into this, it's like a Technic, I think it's a Technic plate. Pretty sure it's called a Technic plate. I wish I had it in light bluish gray to fit the color scheme, but these are the only ones I have. So it slides into that Technic space, and then put some tiles on the top, and then boom, you have your the front of the nose flap. For the most part, it's just bracket pieces, hinges, and then plates with studs on multiple sides. For the far back, I have a clip that holds onto a gun piece that holds a lightsaber hilt, and then mirrored that to finish it off. So yeah, overall, I'm really proud of the nose piece. I think it's the best part of the MOC that I've completed so far. So I'm really proud of the nose flap. As for the arm section, sort of the cockpit, again, it's just a bunch of pieces that I got from the Captain Phasma, and then a lot of the pieces that I've already had. And it's kind of straightforward. It's just trying to figure out some of the geometry with Lego. It's fun. And making sure that I'm not cheating. Because it's easy to accidentally cheat with Lego. But I'm pretty sure all of these are legal building techniques. It's just 2 by 1 by 2 by 2 bricks with studs on two sides, sort of holding everything together. And then I wanted to add a really long plate on the bottom so that I could eventually attach it to something in multiple areas, just to strengthen the build. It's not really necessary, but I added that in there just because. And then that clip piece connects with the other bar clip piece on the cockpit, and it all just connects. And then you angle it, and then boom, you have your almost finished cockpit arm and cockpit sitting area of the Millennium Falcon. And overall, I'm really proud of all of the building techniques that I've already used, and I can't wait to build more of the Falcon. It's going to be really fun. I'm going to make videos periodically when I feel like enough progress is being made. And then yes, I need to make some BrickLink orders to finish it up, maybe some sets here and there, repurposed parts. So all in all, I'm pretty proud of the build so far. There's a lot of cool techniques that I've just discovered on my own, and it's really fun putting this thing together, and I'm gonna showcase it from start to finish. So I hope you join me on this journey where you're gonna watch me stumble and try to figure out how to make another Millennium Falcon MOC. So stay tuned for that. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that bell, do all that jazz, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.